What is up, everybody? Welcome once again to the Unrelated Sports Podcast. I'm Andy McConnell. With me, as always, you know the guy. It's Mr. Cody Allstat. Cody, how are we doing?
Wonderful. Staying dry right now, which luckily we're recording this indoors.
Oh, so you want to go outdoors and record this time?
We could to be something. I'd love to get electrocuted. That'd be fun.
I mean, Thomas Edison happened to him once, right?
I don't know. I never paid attention in history class.
Oh, okay. That's understandable. Yes, I loved history.
I know that Benjamin Franklin flew a kite.
Oh, that's who I'm thinking of. I'm way off.
Wow.
I am. Oh boy,
That's the difference between a Decorah and a Cresco education, right there.
I have no comment on that at all. You know what? We're just right in line with how this weekend went. But before I just start sulking in mine, how was yours?
Mine was good. Actually, I went to Elma, Iowa, has a splash pad, which is awesome for the kids. Had a graduation party from one of my cousin's kids.
What they have for food?
Pulled pork.
Okay.
Kind of a staple
at the Midwest special. Okay.
You know, she had like 8 different kinds of cream cheese mint. Oh, yeah, okay. They were really good. I had never my niece's graduation party a couple weeks ago was the first time I'd ever heard of anything other than just the mint flavored ones. They had some strawberry and some raspberry, but there was lemon, and there was a bunch of them. They were really good.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Let's see.
Did you golf at all? Do any golfing at all?
No.
Okay.
No. Unfortunately, I have not been out. I am supposed to go in a couples tournament next Sunday. Hopefully that doesn't fall through. I'm also getting about 12 different pop-ups on my computer right now.
Oh. Cody, have you been looking at special stuff on your computer?
No, I use my phone only for that.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, otherwise we're just still working on potty training the little man, and that's taking up a lot of time.
Can we get an update?
He is peeing on the potty most of the time we put him on there. He's still having accidents, but getting better every day.
Good. Little golf clap for Ayden. We like to see it.
I do too. I cannot wait till it's done.
Okay, good. Wait, so when are we going to potty train you then?
I'm hoping within the next 3 to 5 years.
Okay, good.
Just awesome. In time for me to get old enough that it's redundant.
And then you can start wearing the adult diapers and everything?
Exactly.
Good.
Ad brought to you by Depends.
Yeah. So, do you want me to just sulk on my weekend now?
I'm trying to prolong it for you because I know that it's going to be painful for you to bring up the weekend.
Yeah.
Update: the Florida Panthers, for the second year in a row, made the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yes,
they will be playing.
Not my Dallas Stars.
Yeah.
They get to play all of Canada and the Edmonton Oilers. Kudos to Edmonton. When you have the best player in the world, it's it makes life just a little easier because Connor McDavid is really freaking good.
Yeah, he's really good. I saw that this is the first time that a Canadian team has made this Cup Finals since 2006, I believe.
I know that's the last time Edmonton went.
Oh, was that Edmonton? Okay.
Yeah, I think Vancouver, I believe, went in 2011. I want to say.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that.
Maple Leafs?
The Maple. Shoot, I don't even know the last time they've been to the Cup Final. It's been a long time. Okay. And then Ottawa went. When did they go? 05. Maybe they went 05. Either 05 or maybe 07. I think they went 05. But yeah, it's been a long time for Canada. For those who haven't seen, just look at go watch Connor McDavid's opening goal to Game 6. It's a thing of beauty. It's also a thing of nastiness. My goodness. a man should not be able to do that with a little puck.
He's very good. I don't know hockey very well yet at all. I'm not saying that I ever will, but
Yeah.
that dude can skate.
Yeah. Anytime he got the puck in open ice, I repeatedly said "uh-oh" out loud. It was just I was waiting for something really bad to happen, and more times than not, it did. So, Cody, hopefully your Panthers don't experience that too much. The only thing
Luckily,
I do. Oh, go ahead.
the Panthers are fundamentally a sound team, especially defensively. I mean, they are one of the best, if not the best, defensive teams in the NHL.
That is true. The only thing that I would be worried about, I'm not saying this is totally the reason Dallas lost, but Edmonton and McDavid in particular did get coddled a little bit by the people in the stripes. So just you might be playing 8-on-5 potentially, just an FYI for if you Florida Panther fans out there.
There's I know vast majority of Panther fans. I don't
Yeah,
know a single. I don't know a single one other than me.
yeah, I know. But hey, I'm just saying, you never know.
And
There could be some that are listening. You never know.
it could be. We need to start like hashtag Florida Panthers, like in
Just,
our just
ooh, okay.
name
I
drop
hear
anybody, any name that we say, put it in there.
you. Well,
Maybe not
I'll
some
get
of them.
and
Maybe
a
not the
little
pest
bit.
of the week.
Yeah, or or a person associated with that name as well. We'll get there in a minute. Um, so yeah, Dallas lost to Edmonton. That sucked, but that was not the worst part of my weekend. Um, just a little racing talk here. NASCAR was in Gateway over the weekend, just outside of St. Louis. One of my guys, Ryan Blaney, was a lap and a corner away from getting his first victory of the season, and then he ran out of gas. All because the pit crew had a miscalculation of how much gas to put in the car. They didn't fill it up.
Got to fill it up.
So, yeah, that was even more depressing than the hockey game in all honesty, because the hockey game was more like, okay, Dallas was on the ropes in Edmonton. It wasn't like they were favored to win. This was like you could taste the victory, and then just like that, it was gone.
Yeah, that's sad to see.
Yeah. Fortunately, the defending Cup Series champs had a rough go of it the last month. It's like anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Last week at the Coke 600, he had a wheel break off,
Oof.
just out of nowhere. So
It
yeah,
fell off.
us Ryan Blaney fans, we are going through it right now, and hopefully it slowly starts getting better. Maybe he'll win at Iowa in a couple weeks.
Are you going to that?
Yes, sir. It might be the only time the Cup Series is ever at Iowa Speedway, so I will not miss this opportunity.
It's not going to be a yearly thing. It's just.
I don't even think. I think it just about didn't even happen this year. The only reason it happened this year is because NASCAR couldn't strike a deal to go race up in Montreal.
Oh, okay.
So Iowa just kind of got thrown in there, and for some odd reason, I don't think NASCAR likes Iowa. I don't know why. They've owned the track for even the last 5 years, and they haven't put a Cup Series date there. They haven't even brought NASCAR in general, like any of the lower series back. I think they want to kill the track personally, but that's just
Interesting.
Maybe semi-paranoid and a little skeptic about the whole situation. So yes, I'm going to enjoy myself Father's Day weekend.
I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, if it, especially it's kind of it make it kind of cooler just to be the only time it was ever run there to have been there.
Exactly. It would be really cool. It's still going to be really sad. And they did some stuff like they repaved only the bottom lanes of each of the corners, and that scares me because I think now that's all they're going to be running around. Because Iowa Speedway it's a short track, but you can run everywhere, and it's what makes the track awesome. And I think they just killed that. So, yeah, Cody, I was starting to feel better even about the race, and now you just brought me back down. Even talking about the Speedway and stuff, it's just.
That's what I'm here for. I don't want you to get too high, Andy.
Thank you. You know who apparently doesn't want other people to get high either? They don't want Caitlin Clark or any of us fans to enjoy basketball. And get high.
I guess not. They have like the golden opportunity to bring this sport up, and it seems like the WNBA is doing all that they can to ruin it. Like,
yep.
They have a fan base for the first time ever.
I know, and the problem is, I think most of the people who have been who have been their loyal followers, or the former athletes, or even current athletes, they're jealous of the fact of, well, we were doing good now, or we were doing good back then and doing fun stuff, and nobody watched us, and now it's this girl from Middle America, from Iowa, that she shoots long threes, and now she's bringing a bunch of people in, and we don't like it.
Right. Well, she's bringing money into all the players' pocketbooks right now. She's got them like. Angel Reese can say all that she wants, that she's not the only reason that she helped bring them on too. But like, without Caitlin, there is no Angel Reese drama.
Nope. Well, and
I mean, there'd be drama, but it wouldn't be seen.
Yeah, that's true. Now, I don't know did you hear of some stuff that Pat McAfee might have said yesterday at all?
No, I did not.
Okay. Well, he got in some hot water because he used some colorful language, and that people can go.
Well, you're not going to do that.
I know. But at the beginning of his show, they were comparing, like, they had like a little game show called Guess Which WNBA Rookie, and in regards of, okay, why is the reason why the team or why the league is growing in popularity. And they weren't, because, everybody keeps saying it's not just because of Caitlin, it's because of this whole rookie draft class, which in part, don't get me wrong, very high profile rookie draft class. I compare it to, in a sense, I believe it was the 2003 NBA draft, where you had LeBron James, you had Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, you had stars upon stars, like very loaded top.
Yeah, but wasn't Dwayne Wade like a late round pick?
No, he was I think did he go 3 or 4? I believe. Okay, now you got me looking. But
the only reason I say that is because I thought I remember Daniel Tosh saying something about Dwayne Wade
okay, give me a minute. We're rolling on here. But the point is that draft, or people are trying to say that isn't okay. So he's top 5. Okay. Oh yeah, Chris Bosh went 4. Oh my word, what a freaking stacked draft class. Okay. But so they were comparing just different numbers in regards to the big 3 of the rookies being Caitlin, Cameron Brink, who went to the LA Sparks, and then Angel Reese. And they were comparing, like, just in terms of average attendance for each games, how many, I think, like, the number of TV viewers or viewers for each of, like, their games on a certain network, like an NBA TV or whatever. And then, like, jersey sales, and then there's one more thing. Can't remember what it was, but it was basically like, okay, Caitlin and Indiana were head and shoulders above these other 2, and it's like, I don't know why people can't understand that. Don't get me wrong, rookie class, very, very good, but the fact that it's this girl from Iowa that just happened to stay in the Midwest, she's growing the game. I mean, people should be applauding this. I know. Don't get me wrong. Don't have to coddle her or anything.
No,
but it's like when you have the girl.
She can take it. She can play ball. She's gonna continue to improve. She is already continuing to improve, except for last game was her worst ever.
Part of that may be, though, for some reason, the WNBA schedule makers had the Fever playing 11 games in their first 11 games in 20 days. That's not good. That's not how.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Especially when the college season just ended, they have about a 2-week gap there between the end of the season and the WNBA draft, and then they have 2 weeks of training camp, and then bada bing, bada boom, you start the season right up, or you have preseason games and you start the season right up. So there's no time for rest.
And like the Aces have played what six games so far, and why? I mean, I get it that they were smart and knew Caitlin Clark was the draw, but like, you want to see her being able to perform at her best.
Exactly. So they want to try to capitalize on it right away.
Space it off a little bit.
Yeah. Like, I think, so basically they have like 20 games in their next 70 days or something like, it's something really stupid. Or maybe 60 days. Like, but yeah, that has garnered a lot of media attention.
Yeah.
Just
Other podcasts are actually trying to catch up with us and talking about women's sports for the first time.
yeah. So we were here first. We just wanna say
Yes.
we were here first.
And the whole thing that started most of the conversation was this week's pest of the week, brought to you by Decor Pest Control, who sprays for insects, treats for mice and rats, like rats like Kennedy or
Yep.
Kennedy Carter. Offers monthly and quarterly services, and he inspects for wood-eating insects. Call Cass at 563-419-3251 and tell him the Yankees suck.
They do suck. You know, they beat my Bucks tonight, but yes, they do suck.
So that Kennedy Carter is which Kennedy, I did not realize that that's how you said her name because it does not look like Kennedy.
No,
but
not.
She yelled a slur at not racial, but it was
Just a swear word, wasn't it?
Yeah, she swore at her and knocked her down.
Yep.
Caitlin Clark blindsided her.
Yeah, Caitlin was just waiting for to inbound the ball or to get the ball inbounded to her. Now, did she sell it? Maybe smidge.
Oh, I'm sure 100%.
Yeah.
But like it was, and there was also a time in the same game that Reese just threw her arm out and knocked her over too. I think she sold that a little bit too.
Yeah, she does have if this basketball thing does not work out, she does have a little bit of acting maybe in her future.
She does know how to act.
Yeah.
But incredible, like the amount of news that has garnered.
Mm-hmm.
And Angel Reese then did not come to the
post-game press conference.
Yeah. Yes, got fined for that.
Yeah, that's what I will say, and this is what I like preaching this point home. It is good to have at least a rivalry, like a legit rivalry, because you can tell. I mean, no matter what Angel says, now Caitlin doesn't necessarily say a lot, which may be good or bad for her, but we got
our guest.
Oh, look, we got our very first guest. Hi, Ayden. How are you?
Say hi, Bubba.
Hi.
You know, the other day, his nickname is Bubba, and I think it was Monday was National Bubba Day. So
it was.
Yes.
So, does he have any comments? Does he have any comments on the Caitlin?
What do you think about Caitlin Clark?
Sure.
Is he good? Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
And fins up.
See.
You go to bed. You go to bed, brother. Go to bed, Bubba. Love you. I love that kid.
And that was our very first guest on the Underrated Sports Podcast. Look at that. We're growing.
He's gonna have to. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Why, for putting him on the podcast?
No, just that he's still up.
Oh. I mean, it's not like it's a school night or anything, so.
No, it's summer. Yeah, and exactly. He's 2.
Yeah, so, exactly. So it doesn't matter. It's still summer, so.
Exactly.
Okay, where the heck were we? I forgot. I know we were talking about Caitlin and stuff. Oh, about the rivalry and stuff. It's like, no matter what Angel wants to say, I will say throughout this whole process and everything, Caitlin has said 2 words, maybe.
Yeah, she said she's getting mauled or something like that out there, but it's just what she expects.
Yeah. But no matter that, I mean, Angel keeps saying, "Oh, we're cool" and everything. It's like, nah, I really don't think she likes her. Which again, that's fine.
Whatever.
We don't need anybody to. I mean, we don't need everybody to like everybody. That's what makes sports awesome.
Yeah, if Ohio State and Michigan fans got along, it'd be weird.
Exactly. It'd be like if Iowa and Iowa State fans got along.
Exactly.
The only way we do is when somebody's talking bad about somebody from our state.
Exactly.
I mean, in all honesty. So. And I guess, hey, so sticking with the basketball theme, just a quick little segue to the NBA Finals start this week. I think it actually starts Thursday. Between the Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks. And if anybody hasn't been watching Luka Doncic for Dallas, oh, that boy is a
He
man on a mission.
he is very good.
Yeah, little Oh boy, Slovenian nightmare. He makes it look so easy, and then he likes to talk so much trash, like either in English or in Slovenian. It's awesome to watch.
I think that the Celtics are the better team, but
Yes,
he's a man on a mission right now. Like, I'm
and
not going to count him out because, my God.
and ironically enough, we've seen something kind of similar like this involving Dallas. What was it 14 years ago, when Dallas, led by Dirk Nowitzki, were playing Miami, their big three, led by LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. And Dirk and company ended up taking care of business in 6 games, I want to say.
Yeah.
And
Was that the first year of them?
yes,
Of the
first
Heat?
year of the big three.
That was
Yep. In
that was when
2011.
the year after LeBron made the decision.
Yep, and decided to take his talents to South Beach.
Yeah.
But I mean, Dirk played at such a high level that whole finals and actually the whole postseason run, and that's kind of what Luka's been doing. And it's going to be fun to see him in his first finals to see how he reacts to the pressure, because I mean there is pressure, like
Oh,
mostly
an
everybody,
insane
but
amount.
everybody, but I believe Kristaps Porzingis from Boston has played in a finals because they were just there a couple years ago against Golden State. And outside of like Kyrie Irving and maybe one or two other guys, nobody for Dallas has been in the finals at all.
Oh, wow. So
it's new blood, but it's going to be interesting to see how they stack up with the pressure. It's kind of like with Florida and Edmonton. Florida just played in the Stanley Cup last year, and Edmonton hasn't been there in almost 20 years. And
right.
especially with McDavid having the whole weight of Canada on his shoulders, it's going to be fun.
Did you see what the coach from that said? It was a big deal in Florida today. Because he said something, I can't remember the exact wording, but it was something along the lines of like, how do you feel about the Panthers having this playoff experience or the Stanley Cup experience? And he's like, yeah, that's pretty important. Just ask the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, dang!
You're cutting out on me too now.
Okay then. Yeah, it's again, that's going to be such a good Stanley Cup final though, and it's kind of nice that everything's on either ESPN. Oh, did you lose me? Oh. You still there?
I'm back. I'm still here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I lost you momentarily, so you probably lost me. It's probably at my end.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, you're really fuzzy right now.
Great. I love technology so much. So much. So that's our preview of the Stanley Cup Final and the NBA Finals.
Did you hear the
No, I did not actually. I heard
Okay.
I heard like the last 5 seconds of it.
Okay, so you probably have to do some editing.
Yeah.
Actually.
We'll play it out in real time. It's fine.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's very true. Basically, he said, I can't remember. It was something along the lines of having like the Stanley Cup finals experience is very important. Just ask like the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, you mean of them? Going when they went 4 straight Super Bowls? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
I mean,
yep.
Oh,
Because didn't work out for them,
What, they won one? Oh wait, no, they didn't. They
wide right.
The good news, they did not lose to every NFC East team.
No,
They
did not.
They can still lose to Philly eventually, but they
God, that'd be awesome.
Lose. Yeah. Oh.
I don't want to see them in the Super Bowl, but it would be very funny to see them lose to Philly in it.
Oh boy, heck! Oh my gosh, Philly fans would be throwing Buffalo fans through tables then after that. Actually, they'd probably they'd be jumping off light poles onto people on tables.
That's true. On fire.
That might be the most chaotic Super Bowl of all time.
Can you imagine that? That would be like two of the most hardcore of fans against each other in Super Bowl.
Is it bad that now I really want to see that happen now?
I never want to see that ever because I hate Buffalo and I don't want to see them. I don't want to
Yeah,
see them win a game, but
that's understandable. That's understandable.
unless they're beating the Patriots or the
Yeah,
Jets.
which they might be doing a lot of that both ways. But we'll get into football talking
Yeah,
in a little bit. So
I
you have
digress.
you have some wrestling.
I did have some wrestling news. So this weekend was the under 20 and under 23 national championships, basically to get onto the world team for under 20 and I know that Iowa had one person win, or one Iowa recruit that he did, Ben Keeter, for he's the one that does the dual sport. He's a football linebacker and he's a heavyweight for Iowa. He redshirted this last year for wrestling. He is a former under 20 national champ or world champion. Sorry. And then he wrestled just the end of this last season for wrestling, but he did 5 matches and was done, and had somebody else do the postseason stuff. And he announced that he is going to be taking the next 10 months and focusing only on wrestling, taking the year off of football. He will be back to the football, but he wants to try to win. In his words, he said, I want to focus on winning a national championship, a team national championship, and a world title. Okay. So good for him. Oh, and Gable Steveson, that's another one, former Olympic gold medalist for the United States and 2-time national champ for Minnesota. 3-time finalist. He signed with the Buffalo Bills. So,
how do you think he'll
as a defensive lineman? I'm guessing this first year he hasn't played football in. I don't know if he went to Apple Valley, and I know he was a great wrestler there, but I don't know if he played football in high school.
Okay.
He's a fantastic athlete, and I mean, wrestling is a good segue into football, but like, it's gonna be a different animal.
Yeah,
I'm guessing he'll be a practice squad guy for a year at least. Yeah. My assumption. I haven't read anything too much into it yet, and plus now I hate him because he's on the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
He did take some pictures in Miami. I thought there might be a chance he might sign with Miami, but
he was just trying to troll you, Cody. He wanted to get your hopes up.
He knew it was me because I'd also heard rumors of him maybe going to Iowa for wrestling this next year, but
he just wanted to double stick you in the back,
I guess. And his name's Gable. Like, how does Iowa not get a guy named after Dan Gable?
Well, that's why we can't have nice things.
Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not bitter, but Penn State also had like 5 guys that are committed to them when under 20 or under 23 national title. They're going to be so stacked for so long. It's ridiculous. Like, their backups could win national titles. It's insane.
That'd be a good feeling to have, in all honesty, where like, again, it's like the Alabama teams, like in the heyday of Nick Saban, or even just the Georgia teams the last few years, where it's like, my gosh, you know how good they are.
Yeah, their backups are good enough to start on every other team in college.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand it to some degree, because you'd think that playing would be better, or for wrestling, like getting out there, and I mean, they have the best wrestling room in the nation, but like, you also want to get your name out there. You want to be winning national titles, and you can't do that if you're number 2 on your depth chart.
Yeah, I don't. Well, especially from a wrestling standpoint, where it's not like football, where you have a chance to at least progress yourself to go to the next level. Like wrestling, you're only allowed to really go up so much.
Right. There's the Olympics, but like, there's no money in it.
Yeah. That's coming up in what, 2 months? I think.
Yeah. Actually, I believe Spencer Lee will be wrestling on August 8th and August 9th for the Olympics, which if he wins gold medal, it'll be on Ayden's birthday. So,
ooh, yeah, we're pulling for that then.
Yep, that's what I'm hoping for. I mean, I was always hoping for Spencer Lee winning a gold medal, but
then just to put it on your son's birthday, and then it's like, yes.
Yep.
Okay, nice. Cody, did you watch any golf at all over the weekend? At all? Anything?
The only things I didn't get to watch any. I saw that Adam Scott missed his first
major. Yeah,
major in 91 attempts or something like that.
Yeah, 91 or 94. It's something in the 90s. Yeah, that's insane.
And yeah. Other than that, I didn't see who won the last tournament.
Bobby Mack, Robert McIntyre, got his first career PGA win. And then they asked him if he was going to play in the Memorial, which is Jack Nicklaus's tournament, this weekend. And no, he's all partying in Scotland right now.
Nice.
So that's how that's a cool story right there. That
is a very cool story.
And then also, I don't know if you know this or not, golf is hard. I know that might come as a surprise to some people, but when the number one women's player in the world, Nelly Korda, recorded a 10 on a short little par 3, that might kill your tournament right then and there. And
yeah, I mean, this is the same woman that had won 7 of the last 8 tournaments.
6 of 7.
6 of 7. Okay.
Yep, she was going for.
She was going for 7 of 8.
Yeah.
She failed to make the cut.
Yeah, I mean, she grinded. She almost made it. She missed it, I think, by 1 shot. But yeah.
I believe the word's ground, but whatever.
No, grinded. No, it's grinded. Like they always say for years, Tiger grind. Like he's on the grind.
He grinds it out, but not grinded.
Yeah, no, it's grinded.
It's not a grinded ball. It's ground ball.
You're trying to give me just a grammar lesson now too. First you gave me a history lesson. Now we're going for a grammar. You're getting serious joy out of this, aren't you?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I just want to frustrate you.
Now I will say, the woman who won the U.S. Women's Open, her name's Yuka Sasso. Her second U.S. Open victory, second career victory just in general, all at the age of 22.
Wow, that's insane.
I know. Yeah.
But didn't you say that Nelly Korda had she had hit, this is my little hammer.
I like it.
She had hit on that par 3. She hit her second ball into the water.
Yeah. So her first shot went into the bunker, back, and the pin was like in the front left hole location, just front hole location. Her second shot, then she out of the bunker, she hit it. She got a little bit too much on it, and then it slowly started picking up speed, and then kerplunk into the water. And then her second shot, or her first shot after a drop, she didn't quite clear the slope in the front of the green, and her splash, and then she did it again, and then her third shot on her third drop attempt is when she finally made it back over the water, and I think she two-putted from there. And then then she proceeded to make par on that hole the next day, and I think she let out a giant FU at the hole after she made it. So it's like, yeah, we like people with emotion here.
Golf is real.
Yeah, golfers, they're just like us, because we all have those holes where it just, you can't get anything to go right ever, and then the one time you do, it's like, yeah, suck it hole. That's what we go for.
Suck it hole.
Yeah. So I guess Cody, anything else big you want to talk about at all? Oh, I like it. I like it.
Oh, let's see. Got our wrestling. I got my wrestling. You got your NASCAR.
Got my racing. Got some playoffs. I talked about my for the Yankees.
MLS. Miami is not as good without Messi. I know that.
Man, who would ever think that you're without the best player in the world?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're still. I don't know where they're ranked right now, but they're still up there, but whenever he doesn't play, it's very
Noticeable.
obvious.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That guy again, kind of good, kind of good. I saw actually he was in a new commercial for I think it's Bad Boys 2 or Bad Boys 3, whatever number of Bad Boys it is.
Oh, it's at least like 4.
Oh, okay. Because I can't remember who they had. There was somebody initially, former athlete that they had in there, and then after the kick came out, Messi comes up to the door.
Nice.
Yeah, and
I'll
of
have to
course
look that up.
he doesn't speak like a lick of English, so I think all he just says is "bad boys."
um, he oh, what was it? I looked. He just released a new he's coming out with a new like sports drink, kind of like Prime.
Oh,
I just saw
Messi's?
that. Yeah,
Interesting.
I know that he had one was a pink bottle that was called Miami Punch.
Okay.
There was like 4 or 5 flavors. I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to look into it. But
By the way, you are right. It is Bad Boys 4. I haven't seen any of
yeah,
them before, but it is Bad Boys 4.
that you're. Let's ask your mom if you can have permission to watch them.
Hey, does Deadpool come out this month or does that come out next month?
I'm not sure.
I think it's this month. I want to say it's this month, but or no, actually, I think it's in July.
It would
Middle of
make sense
Deadpool.
to be in July. That's a lot of new movies come out in July. I know that I better not be very disappointed by Twisters coming out.
Oh yeah, that comes out the week before. Because okay, so Deadpool 3 is July 26th.
Okay,
Twisters is July 19th.
19th, same day that something else comes out.
Yeah, it's you know what? Let's dive into it. You want to talk about football, Cody?
I thought you'd never ask.
Well, we got a game. I forget? Did the gameplay trailer come
We
out before our last podcast or no?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so either. It looked pretty freaking sweet. I'm not
It
gonna
did.
lie.
It had the wave. It had Iowa's offense rated
Oh yeah,
a little
yeah.
high, honestly.
Yep. Yeah, they come out with the overall rankings they got leaked or ratings they got leaked. Iowa's defense 95 overall, very spot on. Their
Yeah.
offense number 70 for 71 overall. Might be a little bit too high there. Yeah, might be
Yeah.
a little bit too high. But yeah, the whole gameplay it looked pretty freaking sweet. Like
It does. I did see that they have automatic, like at the end of the game, if you click kneel down, like with enough time, they'll have like the fans walk out on the field, or they'll have the players start walking on the field when there's no time left. Like it'll do automatic
yeah.
kneel downs for you,
Ooh.
unless you're the University of Miami.
Yes, if you know, you know. I was just thinking. I wonder if they have field storming in the game. I haven't seen
Ooh,
anything about. I mean, again, it's a little thing, but it's like, oh, that'd be freaking awesome.
that would be cool.
Again, or maybe it can be something added on in the next game. But
I wonder how if they're going to bring it out every year, or if it's going to be
ooh,
like a one and
well, I bet you have to because you have to pay
yeah,
for how you have to pay the players now.
that's true.
Unless if it's just you get a one-time payment and then it's just like an update then from there on, and like you can either opt in to be in the game or ooh, but I wonder how. Yeah, and then it's one of those. If you opted in, you're kind of in there for life. Then, like you're basically grandfathered in. Then
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
we're getting closer though, Cody. We're getting closer. Got about a month
Very
and a half.
exciting stuff.
I know. Don't worry. We will for all those because I know all the people really want us to keep them updated. We will keep you guys updated on how everything
Yeah.
goes when we get a dynasty going. Or
It's
in
gonna be
other words,
fun.
when my either MAC or Conference USA team just rolls through Cody's Mountain West team.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, it will. But well, again, we'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So, did you happen to see who got paid, Cody, over the weekend, or not over the weekend? Yesterday?
Well, I mean, wide receivers are starting to get paid because thank God the Dolphins got Jalen Waddle his contract before Jay Jets got his.
Yeah. Was it 4 years, 140, or was it more?
Yes, $35 million a year. Yes.
Yeah. Good for Justin Jefferson. He's now the highest paid non-quarterback in the league. Beat Nick Bosa by $1 million per year.
It's crazy.
And I will say, from the Vikings' perspective, it makes perfect sense. Get this low, give him all the money you want, and then I think my brother said, I think Austin said that they're kind of backloading the deal. That way, then they don't have to. They want to pay a quarterback unless they get Aaron Rodgers next year. They want to pay a quarterback for like 4 years, and so this way, then you can load up and get all your other core pieces that you need to help make your team better, maybe make a run. Done. Not saying it'll happen this year, but maybe next year.
Yeah. Makes sense. I mean, and he's without a doubt the best wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, I see. That was going to be my question for you: is do you think he's like far and away the number one, or do you think like Tyreek's up there? Or
I think of Tyreek and Devontae as 2 and 3, and it's a very close 2 and 3. But I think the gap between Justin Jefferson and Tyreek and Devontae is a wider gap than there is between Mahomes and Allen or Lamar.
Ooh. See, I thought you would have said they're similar. Like the gap between JJ and everybody else is similar to Mahomes and everybody else.
No, I think that there's a bigger gap between Jefferson and the second best wide receiver than there is Mahomes and the second best quarterback. And I think there's a pretty good gap between. I mean, Mahomes can be the greatest quarterback of all time. I mean, skill set wise, I think me and you agree on that. I'm not saying he is the GOAT, but I'm saying he has the skill set, and he is the most talented quarterback of all time. And I think Rodgers was probably the second most talented of all time.
I agree with you on that. Did you say that? Did you hear that C.J. Stroud came out and said that if the Packers had either Matt Stafford or somebody else instead of Aaron Rodgers, they would have won more Super Bowls?
I did see that. That's interesting.
I could be wrong. I think the Texans play the Jets at some point this year. Maybe not. Or no, they did last year. I don't know if they do this year. But CJ, you better hope that Rodgers is not totally healthy, because he takes stuff like that and uses it.
Oh yeah, he does. He will wait till that game to do it too. But
yep, and then he'll throw for like 6 touchdowns in the first half, and then say
he'll have some kind of
be careful.
He'll have some kind of comment to make afterwards. Yeah. Snarky.
Yeah, not that he's.
It won't be on Pat McAfee anymore, but
that we know of. I don't know. You never know. Pat might be working his way off of ESPN. You never know. But
it might be coming right out of the Oval Office. You never know.
Yeah, it could be too. You never know on that. So quick question for you. So that just drifting back to Mahomes quick. If they win a three-peat, where does that put him in the pantheon of quarterbacks, or like on the tiers of, or like on the totem poles of quarterbacks?
Well, that'd be three-peat with what, four Super Bowl already.
Yep. And 6 appearances, or no, 5 appearances. Sorry.
5.
Like, would that would put him
1A, 1B?
I could probably I can say the argument. I'll put him at either 1B or 2, just because Tommy also did win 3 and 4 years. Like,
yes,
I will say that. But oh my gosh, it was.
That'd be a
fun discussion to have, though.
That would be a very fun discussion. I think though that that's apples to oranges completely with who they are. Whereas
in the style of the team that they were with.
Yes. Yeah. Where like Mahomes has had to put on that cape, where Tommy had to put it on for a play or two here and there, but he never carried the team like Mahomes has.
Yeah. Like, I think if Kansas City does win the Super Bowl again this year, you move Mahomes ahead of Montana, then that discussion.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then then it's just a race between him and Tommy, and then it's game on from there.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get there anyway that year, so we're not this year, so we're not going to have to worry about that.
True that. Fins up. Oh wait, we're not allowed to say that anymore. Go Fins.
You're not allowed to say fins up?
Nope. It got Landshark or Margaritaville has the rights to that. They have for a long time, but they had partially owned the Dolphins at one time, and like now they took that away, I guess. So the Dolphins, it used to be like on Twitter handle, it'd be fins up, and you get the Dolphins symbol. Now it's Go Fins.
That's kind of lame.
I don't like it.
No, it's like
I'm still gonna say fins up.
It's like if the Scandinavians had trademarked skull, like the Vikings wouldn't have anything to say like that. I mean, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, that's kind of breaking news to me. I didn't know that.
Fun fact for you. Depressing.
Cody with the fun fact of the day. Look at you.
I've got grammar lessons. I've got history lessons. I've got fun facts.
You're just doing it all.
Exactly.
Who are you and what have you done with my friend?
I don't know.
I did see too, just going back to the Jefferson contract, and I don't know if this was actually truth or this was just an opinion, like / rumor, but somebody was saying that basically it came down to did the Vikings want to pay Kirk or did they want to pay JJ, and that's why they didn't re-sign Kirk and why they then ultimately paid JJ.
I think it's a good decision.
Oh, I think so too.
Not like I said, he is the best player at his position in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins is a mid.
Yeah.
At his position, like it's a more important position but he is Jefferson's elite.
Well, and I'm curious on how it would have played out if Kirk hadn't got hurt. Like, because then you never know. Because then he was on track to potentially an MVP season. Not saying he was going to win it, but could have won.
Yeah. It was pretty early in it.
But then, especially tearing his Achilles when he did, and the age that he's at, that's why I think it's a no-brainer for what the Vikings to do, especially for how much money Cousins wanted anyway.
It's It's weird to me though, like these players getting this big payday. Like I like Jefferson, and I like like he's definitely but like quarterbacks, it makes sense because they're the number one guy that they get paid. He's one of 2 to 3 starting at this position, and he's getting paid that much. It's insane.
And it's not like he's Megatron where they're having to put 2 or 3 guys on him all the time, and he's still winning.
Right.
Like, I mean, the Packers showed a couple years ago where Jair just got in his head and then he was gone.
He's without a doubt the best wide receiver. Me and you have had this argument for a long time, but I don't think either of us are arguing against it anymore.
No, as much as I really want to, but no, I can't. I can't. And unfortunately, as much as I love saying Devontae's top 2 and not 2, I think he's not even top 2 right now. I can't even say that. And it pains me to say.
I do think that Tyreek is, but he wants because of the money that Jefferson is getting, he wants to get paid more.
Well, he's got to pay for all those kids.
And that's true. And then CeeDee Lamb, what's he going to get paid? Because they're not going to come out and admit that he's not as good as Jefferson, are they?
No. And this is where Dallas is going to end up having to make the same decision that the Vikings just made. Or they're going to have to ask the question. Mm-hmm. You want to pay the quarterback or you want to pay the wideout? Or do you have enough money also to pay Micah Parsons? That's where all this comes down to.
That's like, it's going to be hard it's hard to see all this money. Like Miami has 2 wide receivers that are getting paid bank. They want to pay their quarterback. They have 2 corners that are getting paid pretty good. Where's all this money going to go? Like, when this credit card's coming up, their payments are coming up eventually. Well, are they going to be the Saints, or is the Dolphins owner just going to keep paying the luxury tax that doesn't exist?
Yeah, See, yeah, and you do not want to be the Saints because you're just stuck in mediocrity right now. Like you're
Yeah,
gonna have an occasional 9-10 win season, but other than that, you're just hovering at 6 wins, and that's about all you got.
because they put all of Drew Brees on a credit card and they're
Yep.
paying for it now.
Well, and that's what almost worried me was the Packers were going to do. So that they were going to put, and what they actually did do for a year, and they just happened to Jordan Love balled out the last half of the year last year. But they
Yeah.
basically put Rodgers and company on a credit card, and well, now we've almost got it all paid off. I think we just have a little bit this year, and then we're good.
And
So, Cody, speaking of the Saints, you know, it was about 15 years ago. They were the quote unquote villains of the NFL because of.
God, that's crazy that was 15 years ago.
I know it doesn't make.
Oh, 09.
I know the Packers won the Super Bowl 14 years ago, and it feels like it was yesterday. I don't want to believe any of that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Blew my mind.
I know. That's what I'm here for. I'm just here to go. But yeah, 15 years ago, the Saints were the quote unquote villains of the league. You know, with Bounty Gate and the whole nine. I hated Jonathan Vilma. I still hate Jonathan Vilma, even as I do not like him as an analyst at all. I want to mute the TV every time that he's calling Packer games, but I digress. So that leads us into our top 5 of the week, brought to you by Lick Tag Lawn Care. They are your home for all of your lawn care needs. They specialize in complete lawn maintenance and health, snow and ice control, and small engine repairs. Give them a call at 1-641-330-1927.
Look at you. You wrote it all down. Got her.
Actually, I didn't write any of this down. I'm just reading it right off their Facebook page.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
I just happened to say it in a very nice, good tone here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Love it.
But yes, our top 5 this week is top 5 sports villains. I know we normally don't do a whole lot of sports topics in this top 5, but we figure with especially the way how Kennedy Carter and the whole Chicago team right now is looking as villains, we figured we'd have some fun here.
Yeah. Talk about people that we love to hate.
Exactly. Which, as I've been making my list and as this podcast has went on, I have more. I've come up with a lot more. Cody, don't worry, you didn't make the list, so.
Oh, thank God.
I know. I know you.
Any Decorah Vikings make it?
Nah, I can't. Nope, didn't. Not to my knowledge.
There is a current Decorah Viking in the NFL, so.
I know, but the only game that I've been to where he actually played, he got hurt, so I can't. I can't.
Josie Jewell, by the way, people.
Yeah.
He's also a St. Benedict's alumni, where his mom is retiring this year. She was one of my favorite teachers. Shout out to Paula Jewell.
Yeah. Congrats on the retirement.
But my 5th most hated player or villain in sports gonna have to be Urban Meyer.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one to have.
I didn't like him when he was coaching at Florida, just because I wanted Texas and Colt McCoy to win a natty, and then it turns out not a good dude when he went to Jacksonville Jaguars.
No, he's not. At least this time he retired or stepped away because he got fired. He had to step away because of health issues.
Yeah.
And yes, those are in air quotes for the people not watching on YouTube. Okay, my number 5. Ooh, where do I want to go with this? I'm gonna go with A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, former Yankee.
Yeah.
Potential Timberwolves owner. I hated A-Rod so much, and got caught using steroids twice. Like, nobody likes A-Rod. I really don't think anybody does. Even people on the Yankees.
I was gonna say even Yankees didn't like him, but like I think they like him now. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He's all right in TV, but I hate A-Rod so much.
Did he date J-Lo?
Yes, he did. They might even. I don't know if they were engaged either. Which
she was a part owner of the Dolphins at one time.
Yep.
Her and I don't know if she still is or not.
Rumor has it. I don't know if there's this actually information. She might be on the market again, potentially.
Who's she with? Ben Affleck again?
Yes.
That's right. They had that sweet Dunkin' Donuts commercial during
Dunkin's commercial. Yeah.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, shout out to the Dunkings.
My number 4 doesn't make a lot of sense for me, but I do just remember growing up hating him and just Bobby Knight,
Ooh,
like
okay.
just the seeing him throw the chair and like I just remember that vividly and just always thinking I do not like that guy.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Well, Bobby Knight coached at IU. I'm wearing an Indiana shirt here, so I can't really say a lot of bad things about Bobby Knight. I mean,
I'm
I
wearing a
can, but I
Nirvana shirt, so
okay. Well, they're not sports related, so I can't
no.
say anything. Okay, my number 4. We're going current here. Draymond Green, the bad boy enforcer for the antagonist for the Golden State Warriors. He's an idiot. He is just an idiot. He's been on the NBA on TNT, inside the NBA, part of their pregame, postgame coverage for the whole playoff run because Golden State, well, didn't make it. And he's just an idiot. And just the way how he acts on the court, that's all I got. It's not worth my time to waste oxygen talking about him.
That's only your 4th like you must really hate the next 3.
Oh, trust me, we're getting there. We're getting there.
My number 3 brought down one of the biggest scandals in sports, and I'm going to go with Jerry Sandusky.
Oh, shoot! I didn't even think about that one. I didn't even think going there. Oh,
not a fan of the dude. Yeah.
Good old pedophile state university right there. That
he killed Joe Pa, I think, with a broken heart.
I honestly think he did.
Yeah, I'm not making it up. I think he did.
Yeah. Well,
didn't go out and murder him, but I think the downfall, like Joe Pa got fired, and
then he got cancer, and then he was gone. It was just that's insane how quick all that went down to for Joe Pa in particular. Yeah, that's a good one to have. I was not thinking along that line. I should have. I'm surprised. I'm wondering what the heck you have for 1 and 2 then, because that's an awful human right there. So
yeah, not a good dude.
My number 3. I'm going to go to a guy you already had on your list, Urban Meyer. What a piece of trash! What a piece of trash!
He kicked a kicker.
I know at Florida, look at all the stuff that was going on there, and
just swept under the rug.
Yeah, and then even at Ohio State, and then how he had to leave because of.
You can't pretend that he didn't know more than he let on.
Yeah, and again, just an awful human being. I can't believe Fox. I think he still works for Fox now. It's part of their their version of College Game Day. It's like, how do you allow that type of a person to be on there?
Well, I told you that I don't remember Chandler Parsons.
Yeah.
And Daniel Tosh on his podcast were talking about how much they like him. Like they both golf with him and are big fans of Urban Meyer. Like he was, I think when Chandler Parsons was playing basketball at Florida, that was during the time that Urban Meyer was winning national championships there.
Yep.
So winning national championships does take a lot of heat off of you.
Yeah, but just what
scum.
Again, he's a grade above Draymond in terms of scum. It is. Okay, so who you got at number 2? I'm curious now.
Tom Brady.
Oh, okay. I should have figured that. I wonder if I can guess who your number 1 is, but I don't. I wonder if it's along that same line.
F Tom Brady. That's all I gotta say.
You sound like Kevin Hart from the roast of Tom Brady. You don't like Tommy too much, do you, Cody?
Not a big fan.
Okay. Are you hoping he fails as a broadcaster?
No, I think he's gonna be fine at that.
I think off the field he's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, I hate it. He was a great villain in sports for me to hate for years. My hatred of Tom Brady made me love the Dolphins more.
And
because they were the only team that actually had his number at all.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just how they won too, not necessarily of like they like kind of like what Mahomes is doing right now. It's just you have all the Spygate, Deflategate, all the yada yada yadas, and it's like, yeah, no, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Oh, now this one's really tough. Number 2, I'm gonna put Richard Sherman at number 2.
I figured you'd have him. I thought you'd have him number 1, honestly.
Number 1 won't shock. Number 1 will not shock you.
I have a guess in my head, but I'm not positive.
Okay. Yeah, Richard Sherman, such a loud mouth. He played the villain role perfectly though, and all honesty,
did.
Especially for somebody who's Stanford educated as well. But
that whole after the
and 2013 NFC title game, yeah, where he was yelling at Aaron Andrews and saying to try you with the starter receiver like Michael Crabtree, and that's why that image after the 2014 Super Bowl, it might be the only time I've ever been happy that the Patriots won, is where they don't hand the ball off to Marshawn, Russ throws a pick, and the next thing you know, they just pan to Sherman, and it's just a meme for days, for years, for everything.
I mean, I hated that, but
I know you did, but I love that because
Then he ended up going and playing for San Francisco after that, which is just
he did, and then he got burnt in the Super Bowl
by Tyreek. He did,
or no, was it Tyreek? I thought it was Tyreek.
Maybe, I don't remember. I do remember him getting burned.
Yeah,
but
God damn, I can't remember who it was, but yeah, that was fun times seeing him fail, and then when he should have probably got arrested a couple of years ago too for trying to come through at his father-in-law or whatever it was.
Yeah.
He,
for as smart as they say he is, he's kind of an idiot.
Yes, you're not wrong. Okay, who's numero uno? I have a guess.
Vontaze Burfict.
Oh, okay, now my guess. Okay, I was gonna guess.
Who was
Belichick.
your guess?
I was guessing Belichick.
I hated Tom more than I hated Belichick.
Okay.
I always did, but
I gotcha.
He's just a dirtbag.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty player, dirty person. Just yeah. Did your least favorite play for Nebraska?
Nope.
Nope. My guess is wrong.
Your guess is wrong. He did just happen to win a national championship last year. He's a coach.
Oh, duh.
Yep.
Duh.
Yep. There we go. Finally run.
I was thinking of yep.
Yeah, I know. You're thinking of Ndamukong Suh, which I hate him too.
I was.
He's an honorable mention, but no, Jim Harbaugh is my number 1 sports villain. I cannot stand that guy at all. Him and those stupid khakis, and then just all of his whining. It's just, I can't. I do not like that man at all. It would not make me sad at all if I just opened up turned on SportsCenter tomorrow and learned that I don't know he got suspended for like doping or doing something stupid. I do not like him at all. I hope he fails with the Chargers and he's fired within about 3 years.
I hope he fails with the Chargers too.
Yeah, I know your reasoning because of Herbert and stuff, but no, I do not like that man at all. And the fact that they had to beat Michael Penix in Washington to win the Natty last year. Like, you know how much I enjoyed watching them choke, watching Michigan choke against TCU the previous year.
Well, that was fun.
And then, just watching him then fail at the end of the San Francisco tenure. Man, I hate that man. Do not like him at all. So, yeah. Hey, by the way, speaking of sports villains, I guess Angel Reese got ejected tonight.
Did she really?
Yeah, for chirping at officials after over
nice.
a foul call. So I don't know if they just didn't want to hear anything from her, or if she said the magic word or something. I don't know.
I know that Kennedy, she's been bounced around. She was the number 4 overall pick, and she was bounced. I was going to talk about that earlier. She's been bounced around a lot.
Yeah, because she got kicked off of it. She was drafted by Atlanta, got kicked off of that team for wanting to fight your teammates.
Teammates, yep.
And then she went to LA to the Sparks, and also got kicked off
that team. Then did she go play overseas?
Yes. And now she's back, and now she's in Chicago, and yeah.
I thought there was one more team she played for too, but it doesn't matter.
I believe you were probably right. I'll look quick, but yeah, it's not ideal. Let's see.
This is where we need to get Ray on here, doing it for free.
Okay, so she went to Texas A&M.
Okay.
2020, number 1 overall pick. Okay, so she went to Atlanta, and then while she was still in Atlanta, she went and played overseas because that's what WNBA players have some to do because they don't get paid pennies. Then she went to the LA Sparks. Then she went overseas again, and now she's back in Chicago. She basically took a year off, I think, after before she came back to Chicago. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Again, that Chicago team, I think they're starting to be maybe kind of become the quintessential bad boys, like the Detroit Bad Boys.
Oh yeah.
Of the late '80s. Maybe they're on their way to becoming that. You never know. So,
it should be fine. Embrace it.
Again, and that's a big thing. As long as they embrace it, I find it interesting.
I mean,
every league needs
Earnhardt was a villain. Like he was the intimidator. Like that, he was beloved. Doesn't always have to mean that they're not loved, but
yeah. But
I would say Dennis Rodman was a villain.
Yep,
it's just weird.
Well, and in all honesty, it's like Richard Sherman. I think he embraced the loudmouthness.
Yeah,
just being the villain role. And I think from just a straight up winning perspective, I think Tommy did.
Oh yeah, definitely. He definitely embraced it, and it worked.
And I think Mahomes is kind of right now transitioning there too, because people are starting to hate him just because they win too much. And he's like, okay, I'll rock my dad bod, and I'll just go kick your butt every week.
Dude, by the way, did you see how ripped Tua looks again, or how much slimmer he looks this year now?
He looks different.
Every year. Well, he shaved, and he has funky hair, and he has I think he has twin sleeves now.
Well, did you see when they were doing an autograph session, there was a guy going for had his picture taken with him wearing a Tua jersey, and he looked more like Tua than Tua did.
Yes, it was crazy. That was funny.
Yeah. He can be his doppelganger. So he can come into play if maybe Tua gets concussed again or something. I don't know. No, okay.
I can't wait to see Love tear his or break his collarbone like the guy his predecessor.
Now we gotta wait next year. It happens every 4 years, so we gotta wait next year.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll win the Super Bowl this year, and then collarbone. Gotta keep with the cycle of things. So yeah. So go to anything else you really want to say to the people? No, nothing. Okay.
Andy's dumb.
I'm just here for entertainment purposes only.
That's kind of what podcasting is, isn't it? People aren't learning anything from us.
That is true. They're more just to act like we're all having a conversation together, and they're probably all saying, "What a couple of idiots these two are."
Right? You should hear us in person.
I don't know, Cody. I don't think they want to hear us in person because they might just end up punching both of us.
That's very true. I do not like getting punched. It's been a long time. Actually, my wife tried to hit me last night.
Aw, you probably deserved it.
More than likely, I don't know.
Yeah.
I tried to cuddle her in the middle of the night, and she just swung.
Wow.
All right, I don't think she wants me around. All right.
No. But you didn't. But you didn't get any black eye or anything. So that's
Nope.
good. It might look you a little bit. He might look a little bit better if he did. But
it's true. Hide some of the other blemishes on my face.
yeah. So yeah. So I guess that is all we got.
That's about. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow. Tell your friends.
Let us
Send
know.
us suggestions.
Yeah, send us suggestions and let us know who might be your own pest of the week.
Yeah.
Like drop it in the episode comments. And any other any other sports villains or any other thing that you think we got wrong or that you
unless you're saying go Yankees because that's just dumb.
Yankees suck. Okay, Cody, send us away.
Hey, remember everybody, fullbacks are people too.
Thanks everybody for listening. We will catch you next week.
Can't wait.